World Players Championship, and he will face Australia's Neil Robertson starting tomorrow. ITV4, 12:45 p.m. Best of 19 frames. Two of the very best players around at the moment will be squaring up against each other. Yes, Ronnie and Sullivan has to. It's an all Aussie final.
Unbelievable!
Are you going to speak?
I would have predicted it at the beginning of the week, man. An all-Oz final.
We just felt it was fate from the moment we heard the Aussie accent.
You know, it's just one of them weeks, you know, where it's just all gone all Oz.
How well did you play tonight, Ronnie?
Yeah, I played pretty well, mate. You know, I thought I was queuing good. The table was tough and all that, but I managed the conditions as better than Mark.
You say manage the conditions. The one thing we noticed from the very start was that you were scoring quite nicely, obviously, enough to win 6-0.
But look at the breaks. What's happening down there?
They're
not great, are
the
they?
control of the cue ball. How would you describe the control of the cue ball on the table?
I've got to be honest with you, the table is the hardest table I've ever played on in my life. I don't know whether they're like cannonballs. Honestly, they're so heavy. I don't know if it's the cloth or the balls, but I mean, I didn't know if it was my cueing, but then once I see him play a few shots, I thought, thank God it's just not my cueing. It is really heavy.
For that reason, it must go down as one of your best performances of the season?
I'm cueing all right. I'm hitting balls out my skin now, and it's like not getting it where I'm wanting it to. And I'm thinking, well, if I'm hitting it out my skin, what would it be like if I wasn't hitting it out my skin? You know, it would have been like embarrassing, but I was able to sort of like rescue it a bit.
After a couple of frames, after the first two frames, it looked like you thought, right, conditions aren't good, I'll just knuckle down and try and battle through it.
Yeah, you just had to.
Got to do it.
Had to change your shots. There's certain shots you can't play. I played one red in the start. I've got a red back cushion, first frame, screw back for the black. I'm on top of the black.
I thought you decelerated because there was nothing on it.
I did at first. I thought, God, what am I doing? Am I nervous? And I thought, well, I ain't. I feel like I'm in the spot. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it was just heavy. I just thought, oh, okay, that's all right. And then it was pinging off the cushions. I mean, Mark, I've got a bit of cue power. He would be one of the players that doesn't have much, so it would really affect him more. So I thought, you know, this is ideal for me. So bring on the heavy balls, mate.
Were you at all ever comfortable on that table?
Yeah, mate, I was comfortable, mate, because I knew he was feeling uncomfortable. So, you know, it's all right. Yeah, you know, I knew he was going for it, and I just thought, way I'm queuing, with the extra cue power I've got, I should be okay, mate.
Yeah.
It's quite surprising for someone like Mark. He's number one on the rank as a one-year ranking, but it to me kind of gave up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think.
I understand what you're saying about his cue action, not be able to handle tables like that, but still. Doesn't seem to be much fight. He played a safety shot where he just like dollied down.
Yeah, because I think he was doing that because he didn't want to get a ping.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's playing that just so as he don't get the ping.
But that's like giving up, isn't it?
It kind of is in a way. I don't know. Maybe he's thinking that's the best way to play the game. You know, I mean, I played Darren Morgan once in the semis. He's come off two cushions rolled in the back of the pack. You know, you got to do what you got to do sometimes, and that's what he thought was the best way to maybe manage the conditions. And I was doing the same. Yeah. I was putting red safe. Thinking if I'm 30 up and I put two red safe. I fancy 30 with the reds open was tough. With two on the cushion, it's like triple insurance.
Which meant getting the early lead would be very important on a table like that. Getting 2-3-0 in front.
Yeah, listen, mate, I'm over the moon with that performance. That's as good as, you know, I feel like I've hit the ball as well as I can.
It's difficult because, Rishi, because these guys are so drilled with their actions to flick with side just off centre, but you can't do that. It's physically impossible almost when it gets that way.
I prefer it like that because I just think it's harder for the opponent.
Right.
I had a struggle. I had no cue power. I had a struggle
with
it.
You'd be alright, mate. You're a fan away. You can play a bit, so it's different. You know, like, but most of these guys on the tour, they can't play, and they flick them open, reds open. Anyone can make 100, even you. You know, but you know, if you haven't got a snooker brain, if you ain't got a snooker, no, I don't mean you. I mean, but if you haven't got a snooker brain and the table's hard, you're a million. And a lot of these players on the circuit, they ain't really. They can. You put balls out in the open and they split them open, you know. But if you talk about knowledge, not really many of them can play that game.
Do you think Neil will cope with it? Think he'll be okay?
I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right because he's a power player. I don't think he'll enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. Hopefully they can change it. You know, maybe do something. I don't know. Maybe polish the balls, you said, didn't you? Maybe give them a little.
Sometimes there was talk about that actually, like using polish.
Balls, mate.
I know. There was talk about that. There was a discussion, I'm sure, and whoever's in charge, whether it's Sean Murphy or whatever is in charge of the board.
He's in charge of everything, Sean, isn't he?
They're talking about furniture polish, weren't they? There was a time they were thinking about it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well,
I think they should just get rid of that table and just put a new one on and start again.
I think we're going to show a few shots.
No. We wanted to move it on and talk about the All Aussie final tomorrow against Neil Robertson. And obviously, we talked about. I listened to you guys talking about it a couple of days ago, saying 4 informed players make it through to the semi-final, and obviously it's you against Neil, 2 players who've shone in the semi-finals. How do you see, or how do you think about what will happen tomorrow?
I don't. It's just a merry-go-round. I had a good spell ages in the season. Then you got to just accept that someone else is going to have a good spell, and then he's going to peter out, and then someone else is going to have a good spell. There's no way you can dominate because you're just too shattered. Most of them are just knackered. You know, they're playing Sunday in India, and then they've got to come here Tuesday. You know, what chance you got against someone that's, you know, it's just how it is. It swings and roundabouts. It's the swings and roundabouts tour, mate. You know, you just take what you can while you can, and then when it ain't there, just chill out, mate.
We'll be doing our very best, mate.
Yeah, you're chilling right there, mate. You got great pole position.
Perfect position,
mate.
Perfect position to watch
mate.
it tomorrow. So basically, tomorrow you go in without any expectation and just do your best.
Yeah, you just go out there and just play and have fun and enjoy it. I'm over the moon to be in the final, you know. Like, it was only like 3 tournaments ago I was gone and can't put a ball and this and that and was imploding, and there like 2 tournaments later I'm in the final playing all right, and it's like, it's mental, you know. It's just a crazy game. Don't try and predict it. It's unpredictable now the way it is, you know.
Well, Ronnie, congratulations.
Thank
well
you very much, mate.
Getting through to the All Aussie final tomorrow, the Coral Players Championship. Ronnie O'Sullivan has defeated